The sound hit me like a slap, sharp, mocking. Far too loud for the dim kitchen where only the flicker of the refrigerator bulb kept us from total darkness. She was laughing. At me. Again. I regret marrying you, she said, wiping a tear from the corner of one eye as if my pain were a punchline. God, sometimes I wonder what I was thinking. The words didn't just land, they tore. Something hollow and hot opened in my chest. For a second I thought the floor had shifted beneath my feet. But she didn't notice. Or maybe she didn't care. She turned her back, reached for her water glass and muttered, "You take everything so seriously." I stared at her silhouette, her hair still damp from her late-night gym session, her shoulders stiff, her phone face down on the counter like a guilty secret hiding under a blank screen. My voice came out quieter than I intended. Funny thing. She paused. I was just thinking the same. Her shoulders jerked. And her smile, lazy, smug, cruel, vanished. Just like that. The silence that followed wasn't empty. It was electric. A coiled wire ready to snap. She turned slowly. What's that supposed to mean? I shrugged, though inside my pulse thundered. Exactly what you think it means. It was a lie. Or maybe a truth I hadn't admitted until that moment. But something inside me had shifted the second she said those words. A crack had spread across a foundation I'd spent years convincing myself was solid. Her voice trembled at the edges. You don't mean that. Don't I? A faint scent of her perfume drifted toward me, jasmine but sweeter tonight, heavier. Expensive. The kind she never wore for me anymore. She took a breath, steadying herself. Are you saying you're unhappy? With us? I'm saying, I replied, that you haven't been here for a long time. Her jaw tightened, but beneath the anger, guilt flickered. Briefly. Like a candle under wind. She opened her mouth, then closed it, then tried again. So now you want to blame me? I'm not blaming anyone. I was lying again. And we both knew it. People don't unravel all at once. They fray at the edges, quietly, invisibly, until one tug sends everything spilling out. For months the red flags had been there. The gym sessions that ran suspiciously late. The perfume I didn't recognize. The sudden fights over nothing. Her accusing me of things I hadn't even thought of. And the phone. God, the phone. Always buzzing, always in her hand. Always flipped over like it had something to hide. I told myself not to pry. Not to be that man. But trust is not blindness. It's a choice. And I was starting to realize I'd been choosing wrong. You've been distant, I said quietly. She froze. And I've been trying not to jump to conclusions. Trying to believe you. Believe me, she said, voice rising. You think I'm cheating. The way she said it, too fast, too loud, felt like a confession wrapped in outrage. I stepped closer. Are you? Her eyes widened, shocked, offended, but not innocent. Innocent people get angry differently. They carry their fury with clear eyes and steady hands. Hers were trembling. You're unbelievable, she snapped. How dare you accuse me just because we argued? Argued? I let out a humorless laugh. You didn't argue. You attacked. You're twisting my words. You said you regretted marrying me. She swallowed hard. I didn't mean it. Then why say it? Because, she whispered, voice cracking. I didn't know how else to make you feel something. I blinked. Feel what? Anything. You've been checked out too. Don't pretend you haven't. For a moment, confusion stabbed through the anger. Checked out? Me? I worked extra hours for us. I cooked dinner when she forgot. I asked about her day, even when she brushed me off. I held her when she cried about things she refused to explain. But somewhere between her words was a truth sharper than lies. We were both drowning, but she'd found someone else's hand to hold. My voice softened even though it shook. Who is he? She flinched. It was small, barely noticeable, but enough. Tell me the truth, I said. Her eyes glossed. Panic. Shame. Fear. A storm in real time. There's no one. Too quick. Too practiced. Then why do you smell like cologne when you come home from the gym? Her breath hitched. Why? I continued. Have you stopped looking at me when you talk? Stop. And why? I finished. Do you laugh at me instead of loving me? Tears pooled in her lashes. Not the performative kind. The real kind, the kind that come when a wall finally gives out. It was one time, she whispered. One mistake. One stupid mistake. My heart didn't break. It detonated. She covered her face. I didn't mean for it to happen. I just felt invisible. Invisible. A word I'd never expected to be weaponized against me. And you thought cheating would fix that? No, she shook her head, sobbing now. I thought it would make me feel alive again. I thought it would fill something. But it didn't. It made everything worse. I inhaled slowly. The kitchen felt too small for the truth between us. Who is he? She hesitated. One last pathetic attempt at self-preservation. My trainer. Of course. The late nights. The new perfume. The sudden urge to work out. The secrecy. The puzzle pieces had been there. I just hadn't wanted to see the picture. For a long moment, neither of us moved. Neither of us breathed. Finally, I said quietly, "You told me you regret marrying me." Her voice was barely a whisper. I didn't mean it. Well, I replied, forcing steadiness into every syllable. I meant it. She looked up sharply, eyes wide and terrified. You can't, you don't mean that. I do, I said. Because I deserve someone who doesn't treat my heart like a joke. Someone who doesn't punish me for pain they can't explain. Someone who doesn't. I stopped before the rest could escape. Her tears fell silently. Please don't leave. I'm not leaving. Hope flickered. You are. Her face crumpled and she reached for me, but I stepped away. For the first time, she couldn't hide behind laughter, excuses, or anger. For the first time, she was the one afraid. She whispered, "So that's it." I opened the drawer, pulled out the spare key she'd thrown on the counter an hour earlier, and set it gently in her palm. That's it, I said. But as she walked out the door, shoulders shaking, a strange mix of grief and relief swept through me. She wasn't the only one who'd felt invisible. I had too. And maybe, just maybe, this was the first time either of us had truly been seen.